Shannon Sharpe just got hit with a second lawsuit. This time it's by Michele, the woman from his infamous Instagram Live video. She is suing him after he went on the ESPN television talk show First Take, talking about their decade-long relationship that ended with a restraining order after he allegedly forced himself upon her and forced her to give him fellatio without her consent. Now, back in 2010, she did go on to drop the lawsuit, but she is claiming that Shannon Sharpe going on TV discussing this definitely crossed the line. She is claiming that back in 2010, he forced himself upon her without her consent and threatened to ruin her life if she told anybody about the incident. Now, she's currently suing him for defamation, claiming that their decade-long relationship back in the past ended in a lawsuit after they got into an argument and he made her drop to her knees and give him fellatio before forcing himself into her cookie jar without her consent. Shannon Sharpe's team has responded to the lawsuit, saying back in the day it was a frivolous lawsuit and that she couldn't find anybody to pick up her case. That's the reason she dropped it. I'm curious to see how this is all gonna play out, especially considering the fact that Michele has went on Tasha K, saying that Shannon Sharpe likes to have his peach played with.
He loved to have his played with.
So like you put fingers and tongue in his?
Yeah.
She straight out said the last time she seen him, he forced himself upon her. Things are not looking up for Shannon Sharpe at all. He recently released a statement claiming that he was going to be stepping down from ESPN until NFL preseason, but I don't think he's coming back. Those of you guys who are unaware, Shannon Sharpe recently got hit with a $50 million lawsuit from a girl who was then 19, claiming that he a manipulative thing toward her and forced himself upon her. Went on to release text messages confronting Shannon about R-ing her after their interactions, and they even released audio of Shannon saying he wanted to lay hands on her.
Manipulate me.
I don't know that much. If you said that one more time, I'm going to choke you.
Just when Shannon Sharpe thought that everything was probably going to cool down for a while, here comes Michele. And no, we are not talking about Instagram Michele. We are talking about ex-girlfriend Michele from back in the day who claimed that Shannon Sharpe SA'd her, and then she filed a lawsuit in 2023, which is still active right now against Shannon Sharpe for defamation. This Michele used to work at ESPN. Now Michele is saying, we ain't just doing this lawsuit in court, baby. I'm going to interview with Tasha K, and we are about to put all this business on blast. And in her interview with Tasha K, she is alleging a lot of the stories that were in her lawsuit and also saying that Shannon Sharpe SA'd her. As you can see, Michele Evans filed this lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, and it is still active right now, and she is suing him for defamation, slander, emotional distress, and more. She alleges in this lawsuit that her and Shannon Sharpe were in an intimate relationship in 2010 until a dispute had risen because he was wanting to be with another woman. Then she alleges that Shannon Sharpe still wanted to be intimate with her, and she told him no because you gave it to somebody else. And then she claims even though she said no, Shannon Sharpe allegedly proceeded to forcefully subdue her, compelling her to her knees and engaging in non-consensual oral. And she claims despite her protests, he persisted in this violation and then maneuvered her onto the bed and achieved non-consensual relations. She claims that Shannon Sharpe said that he was going to make it so no other man would want her. She then claimed after this SA, Shannon Sharpe allegedly threatened her, declaring that any attempt on her part to disclose what happened would have a campaign brought against her and he would use everybody he knew to destroy her. That the harassment kept on going, and then she got a protection order against him. She includes this restraining order in this lawsuit, and it reads that Shannon Sharpe allegedly forced her to have physical relationships with him, and he repeatedly calls and threatens her life. She has a lot of documents attached to her lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, even some alleged text messages back in 2010 between her and Shannon. Even included news articles of when Shannon Sharpe took a leave from CBS due to the restraining order. Basically the same thing that we're seeing him do now with ESPN. And she is claiming that she is suing him for defamation, claiming that he has said that this event didn't happen multiple different times. And she claims that Shannon Sharpe even wrote affidavits giving some false statements about her, saying that she stalked him between 2010 and October of 2021, claiming that she threatened him in 2010 and called police and falsely accused him of SA. And she also claims that he was making the same comments on Undisputed Undisputed. He claims that he has been accused of this type of behavior for a while from multiple different people, allegedly. And then it got even crazier, because today articles were dropping about Shannon Sharpe allegedly choking an employee during his time as co-host on Undisputed. Two sources came forward today talking about an incident that has allegedly never been talked about before, telling Front Office Sports that Shannon Sharpe allegedly choked a female production assistant in the workplace. One of those sources alleged that Shannon Sharpe and Fox settled with the accuser for $700,000. Now, a rep for Shannon Sharpe is denying it, saying that there was no incident of choking involving Shannon on the set. On one occasion, him and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. But Fox Sports refused to comment on the situation. At this point, just when Shannon probably thought it was bad enough, it's looking like it's getting a lot worse.
Well, I guess we know who his Michele is now. Because she's suing his black ass too. God damn. Shannon Sharpe, they ain't letting up, is them? I see. You have made a career after football of letting white folks dog walk you. Because Skip used to talk to you any kind of way every day on the show. Demeaning you, belittling your career, you just taking it, right? Now you got Gabrielle talking crazy. Says she needs your big black baby and your baby gravy. Lakers and five. Lakers and five. Right? Now here comes Michele. First it was Gabrielle. Shannon, what the hell? Lakers and five. Lakers and five. So apparently Michele Evans is Shannon's ex and she's suing him. Oh, you might as well give it up, dog, because they gonna take your ass down one way or another. Like one of them white girls.
I'm disappointed in Shannon Sharpe because it's like you are a figure in our community that niggas look up to. And not only do you admit that you was a deadbeat ass father, you was a piss poor husband. You don't know nothing about commitment. The only person I really seen this nigga be loyal to is other grown ass men. And now you have this entanglement with teenagers and you're damn near grandpa age. Like you have grandchildren. Like it baffles me. The type of things successful black men or men do in general in America. And now this person is trying to take your career and your life. This is your, I don't want to say karma, but like maybe if you had stuck out your vows and the oath that you took before God and your responsibilities as a man, like, you know, your children and your wife, you wouldn't be going through that. I highly doubt your wife or your children would have sued you for anything like this. But y'all put yourselves in these positions because you chasing and you want to feed the flesh of whatever the fuck you're chasing in this world. Like, you think because you're a high value man, you deserve multiple hoes. Then now you having multiple hoes and got you in a lawsuit and these hoes want everything. And you was actually weird enough to be having these type of conversations with somebody that was a teenager. Like, it's sick. It's sick. And it's like weird to me how sick people win in this world. You literally had the lifestyle to live a wholesome, set-free life to create generational wealth for your kids. And you're so stuck on pleasing yourself that you done opened your own grave. You digging it as we speak. And I'm ashamed. I'm disappointed in you. I'm sad for you. You feel me?
Need us to put our thinking caps on, right? Because Shannon Sharpe is gross for a host of reasons. But what's even more gross is the amount of people who think it's appropriate to get online and defend him by saying that she was legal, which tells me that too many of you lack your own moral compass. Because if you need a law to tell you whether or not something is wrong, we have serious problems. Because there have been many instances throughout the history of the United States and the history of the world where things were legal that we know were wrong then and are wrong now. So a senior citizen, right, having some sort of relationship with a 19-year-old, you should not need a law that tells you that that is wrong. Her frontal lobe isn't even fully developed. She is barely out of high school. The average high school student graduates at 18 years old. One could beg the question of what could they possibly be talking about considering the age gap? But we know that he wasn't trying to have a conversation with her. We know there's a reason why older men try to pursue relationships with significantly younger women. Many times it stems from a desire of control in the imbalance of power and the perceived impression that young women are more malleable and easy to impress. And if we're being real honest, they believe that young women are less likely to challenge the power dynamics. Oftentimes, not always, these relationships are rooted in the need to reaffirm dominance, to mask insecurities, and to avoid accountability.
Nah, Shannon. Y'all got on my ass, okay? You got on my ass. Why you bashing the black man? He didn't do it. Why is it that our people always love to say that he didn't do it because he's black? Go after somebody else's race. Best believe I'm on the mother top, but I'm on Shannon's ass. He definitely did it. It doesn't matter if the girl was white or black. She was 18. He said he didn't care if she was 17, 18, 19. She's still suing for 50 mil. So it's a second victim named Michele Evans. Shannon, is this the same Michele? Is this the same Michele? Shannon and Michele been on and off since 2010, child. And y'all know, soon as one person comes to the forefront, it's another one right behind it. She is claiming that Shannon SA'd her. Now, this is in a Tasha K interview. Tasha K did a phone interview with her where she's spilling all the beans. He thinks Shannon is bi. He like getting his, his little. She went into further, more details to say that he like it with the tongue and all that. It's just too much. Y'all got to go look at it if you really want to know, because I'm not putting it in here. Even though I already said something was weird about Shannon, I already think that he was gay. I mean, I don't give, I don't care. Like, what man like that's not, So yeah, but that SPN contract ripped the up. Let me tell you something. Don't get on here defending Shannon, because I don't want to see that, okay? I'm going to block you. But anyway, I'm Vinny Too Real. Always keeping it real. If you can't handle it, I don't know what to tell you, but let me know what you think about this shit, guys. This is too much.
I don't know how Shannon Sharpe is gonna get out of this one.
Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
This fans only model named Gabby just got him good. In addition to releasing voice recordings of Shannon Sharpe saying he would lay hands on her.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not going to hang up on you. You're going to be
what does that even mean?
I'm forget it. It'll be a dick to me now, so.
Also put out text confronting Shannon about the alleged essay allegations she put forth, and how she asked him to put on a rubber ducky and he said no. In this text delivered on January 2nd, 2025, she says, "I cried when you left because I begged you to put on a rubber ducky and not to poke my peach, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon." That was at 4:16 p.m. and she followed that up immediately with, "I don't know how to process this." About 10 minutes later, Shannon Sharpe responded, "Allegedly, can I call you later?" Now, that is a far different cry than what she had in June of 2024. She was talking spicy, saying how she wanted to be treated roughly. She wanted to get into some BDS, fill in the blank. Now, things are not looking up for Shannon because his lawyer recently went to TMZ and spilled the tea that he wanted to offer this girl $10 million before this lawsuit hit the fan. Somebody typically do that. It'd be meaning that they're not 100% innocent. I'm just saying. Now, in addition to all of this, Shannon Sharpe is alleging that this girl has a video of them doing the do. He said that the video should be about 10 or 15 minutes long, but it's edited down to about 30 seconds, and the edit is very manipulative and not in his favor. I don't know if this is a setup or not. If it is, this girl was cold, calculated in her measures. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this.
Y'all, Monique and Cat Williams tried to warn Shay Shay about what would happen if he kept messing with young women. And what did he do? He was listening, but he wasn't hearing. He was responding to them as if they weren't warning him directly. And that's why you got to have discernment. You have to stop thinking everybody is just talking about everybody else, and sometimes key in and see how what they're saying can relate to your life. He think he just above the program. This is just a fair warning to men who try to pedestalize younger women, like, oh, younger women are so much better than older women, like, this is a fair warning, because y'all are going to end up just like Shannon, who don't know how to date women his age because he's emotionally insecure. He is immature. He has no emotional intelligence. This man has built such a huge legacy for himself. You would think he would have a wife at home holding everything down for him. But this man is in the media completely humiliating himself. This man think he the biggest, blackest slave on the plantation. I mean, he posted up race play? Race play. This is what happened as black men especially. I mean, other races do it too. But black men especially, when you try to put women not only in your age bracket, but also who look like you, when you try to put those women down and you praise everything that's not you, younger, a different race, etc., you end up being embarrassed publicly. And men like this always want to go for younger women because they themselves can't accept the fact that they're getting older. Like, we try to make it seem like only women can be old cat ladies and, oh, you're going to die alone. These men are dying alone. These men are old cat, weird, pedo men. Like, they want to call women every name under the book, and it's the whole time is them growing up to be like hags. So older men will try to get their youth back through messing with younger women. And the whole time, those younger women are only with you because you got money. And these men are delusional to that fact. Like, oh, she really likes me. Oh, like, no. If you didn't have money, she would not be with you. And if you didn't have money and a young woman like that is with you, it's because she is heavily damaged. Something has heavily damaged her, and she sees you as her dad. She don't see you as a love. She don't see you as a partner. You're her daddy.
So she's old enough to be an OF model. She's old enough to serve in the military and put her life on the line. She's old enough to be a police officer. She's old enough to be a firefighter. She's old enough to be an X3X worker. Up until a couple years ago, she was old enough to purchase cigarettes over the counter. She's old enough to say she wants plastic surgery. Old enough to have a transition. My point is, at what point do we consider 19 an adult? If you can do all that except for legally purchase alcohol, but it's wrong for a man in his 50s to date this person who is legally able to do all that. And you can throw morality out the window. You can say, oh, it's just wrong, oh, this or that. Okay, maybe morally for you, 50 shouldn't date someone under, the age of 20, but if she's legally considered an adult in every other facet, she's legally old enough to pay taxes, legally enough to own her own house, legally enough to rent a car, legally enough to risk her life and go die for her country. At what point do you say that really it just comes down to your preference and what you want? I'm not saying I would do it because to me that's gross. I'm 31 and to me 19 is a child, but at the same time the law says she isn't. And if we're talking about legality here, because it is a lawsuit, a $50 million lawsuit, at what point do you look at Shannon's point of view and go, well, to him, she's an adult, even though she's emotionally and mentally probably a kid, but he didn't break the law here. And now that we know that she lied, in fact, the lawyer blew everything wide open, and Shannon did too. This girl, literally, everything that she accused him of doing to her, she literally asked him to do implicitly over text multiple times, and even went to have relations with him over 100. Admittedly, over 100. He moved to get away from her when he found out, that he was just done with it, tried to separate. She moved to be closer to him. So, in my opinion, she's the pursuer in this, and she's just trying to shake a man down. I think Shannon really needs to seriously sit there and think about what he's going to do from here. His image is destroyed, and even though he's being lied on, he still doesn't look like the better guy in the situation. But at the same time, sounds to me like they had a whole role play thing that worked for them, and I can't fault him for playing along with the game they both created. It takes two to tango here, guys.
They gonna make an example out of him. They're gonna make an example out of him. The more audios and text messages that release, it's disturbing. We all know what she was doing. We know. But you too damn old and big and black to have fallen for that trap. Any woman that look at you and don't run is because she knows what you're worth. She knows what's in your pockets. And you should have known that. And honestly, I can't get mad and I can't feel sorry, and I'm not protesting. I'm just gonna see this all through. And I hope he was already able to secure that $100 million contract for the podcast before it's too late. Because a lot of time those companies see all this type of negative publicity, they don't want to continue. And what gets me is the type of job he do. You talk crap. This is your job. You sit with other celebrities and talk crap about other celebrities. Now you're going to be the main topic on your own podcast. How does that make you feel? For somebody like him, he should have been within 2 yards of a situation like this. He should have known better. You gotta live and learn.
Give me one valid reason that you will allow your 19-year-old daughter to sleep and talk to a 56-year-old man. There's no way that a man that's able to retire should be able to talk to a young lady that's not even able to rent a goddamn rental in her name. She can't even get a hotel room in her name. She can't even buy cigarettes. And you really have grown-ass men on here justifying what Shannon Sharpe did, and only one word coming to my head: predator. Y'all some predators. All y'all do is prey on young people, young kids, young girls, and it's sick. Ain't no way in hell Shannon Sharpe thought that shit was okay. He had to be known in his head that that was wrong, and he still did it, which shows y'all what type of person Shannon Sharpe is, and what shows y'all what type of person these men that's coming on here backing him is as well. Even the people that's around him, his circle, his friends, the people that's on the shows with him, laughing at him, thinking that shit cute, thinking that shit funny. Check him. Check the people around y'all. These men are sick. Shannon Sharpe, man, you can get your sick ass up out of our mother face. We don't want to hear no mother apology. Don't apologize to us. Anytime y'all get up on here doing some up shit, y'all ain't never sorry before getting caught. Y'all ain't never apologizing to y'all communities when y'all doing up shit that always trickle down and up y'all communities. But when y'all community find out, oh, you sorry. You goddamn right you sorry. You a sorry ass mother. Black men in our community always talking about, oh, we need to leave. We want to leave. Y'all need to let the men leave. Y'all leading everybody to a burning hole of hell. I wouldn't let you niggas lead the lunch line in 5th grade. And the crazy part about it, y'all don't even be embarrassed. Fake. Yeah, I done tried to get up on here and make a quick little video explaining the shit, trying to be nice and shit. No, bitch, I'm pissed off, sick hoe. You nasty, sick. That's what the need to come back. Y'all need to come back shaming these motherfuckers. I'm sick of all this new school shit. Oh, social, everybody's so sensitive. So what? Everybody's sensitive because they know give a don't nobody give a about y'all goddamn feelings when y'all out here doing flunky ass shit like this. Y'all. Talking about leading the goddamn house, leading the goddamn community. Nigga, lead your ass to the motherfucking jail cell, sick ass.